All right, let's talk. Let's keep playoffs for a second. Update on the Miami Dolphins, who need to lose to the New York Jets this week. Tua Tagovailoa is officially out again. I don't know if it's official, but it's trending towards being out again with a concussion 2 weeks in a row. It'll be Skylar Thompson out there most likely, unless Teddy Bridgewater pulls off a miracle and heals from a broken finger in less than a week. New York Jets do not look good whatsoever, but you got to feel better about the Jets' hopes in this week, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, shoot, the Miami Dolphins don't look good. Like,
No, they look terrible.
Right, like even when Tua was in there, like they haven't looked like anything special. Yeah, you have to like the Jets' chance. I don't know. I kind of count on a bounce back game from Mike White. I think he's got it in him. I don't think the Jets are nearly as bad as they've played over the past few weeks.
I'll agree with that one.
Skylar Thompson is going to give him plenty of opportunities to score. Trust me, like that defense is going to pick on him a little bit. Yeah, I quite frankly, I really like their chances. I don't like Miami. Miami's just playing the wrong way. They are barreling out at the very, very wrong time.
I think it would be absolutely nuts if Miami goes 0 for 3 to lose this season. And somehow, like, I think the craziest part would be the Steelers would walk into the offseason, win or lose, no matter what their situation is, in a better situation than the Miami Dolphins. Because the Dolphins would be looking at it going, we need to figure out our quarterback situation. We need to figure out if we're a winning football team. You got to question Mike McDaniels. And I love Mike McDaniels, but you got to question Mike McDaniels. Meanwhile, the Steelers would be saying, hey, man, we turned it on at the end of the season. We had this game plan the entire time. We knew things were going to be slow. We got a quarterback, man. We got some defensive guys that we feel real good about. We got a running game. We got an offensive line. We got a head coach. That'd be nuts to think about, because 4 weeks ago, you were just sitting around going, the Steelers are screwed. The Dolphins look good. Mike McDaniels brought some swagger to this team. Tua is the man. Tua is an MVP candidate at one point this season. And today we're sitting here going, the Dolphins might be in bigger trouble than the Steelers ever were at any point this season. Nuts to think about.
Yeah, they've been an unbelievable roller coaster to be a Miami Dolphins fan. Yes. I remember I was watching that game when they played the Patriots last week, and just they actually laid out the streaks that this team has gone on. Like they went, 3-0, and then lost like 4 in a row, and then won 5 in a row, and then like lost 4 in a row again. I can't remember the exact numbers, but like that. What are they doing to that fan base? That is the worst tease I can ever imagine.
One of my best friends is a Dolphins fan, and like the only like real Dolphins fan possibly in all of Pennsylvania. Crazy. And this dude, the text messages that I get in like our group chat on Sundays are magnificent, because sometimes it's like Dolphins are winning the Super Bowl, Tua is the man, blah, blah, blah. And then the other half of the season, it'll be like, I hate this team. I hate Tua. I can't believe they're doing this to me. This is the worst. They suck. They don't deserve to make the playoffs. And I couldn't even, the Steelers do that all the time. And they did that my entire childhood as well. But I don't know, like at least the Steelers, like you knew the hope like was actually there. Even when it wasn't there, it was there. For the Dolphins, it's like maybe it's gone.
It also like didn't like fluctuate as high. Like,
exactly.
You didn't go from like, I don't know. I feel like those swings happened on like a game to game basis, but they were still kind of like a leveling out of where the Steelers were. The Dolphins they go from highest high to lowest low in a matter of like a week, and it's unbelievable to watch.
Yeah, it's gotta be a tough time. I couldn't imagine being we were somewhat blessed to grow up with organizations, being fans of organizations that like even when they were bad, they were still good. Like there was still enough hope there where you're just like, you know what, man, like whatever. We stink this week. It is what it is. Sometimes with those organizations like the Dolphins, when you start to stink, you're like, oh, how long is this going to last? How long are we going to suck for? Like, this is terrible. Couldn't imagine.